Suicide is the third leading cause of death in youth ages 10 to 24. 90% of those who died by suicide had an underlying mental illness. And that goes the same for adults. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. And depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide. And yet people will still praise those who have the strength to get through a physical ailment and run away from those who have a mental illness because of fear, because of misunderstanding, because of a myriad of other reasons, because they're seen as different, as crazy, as basically misunderstood. As Andrew Stewart said in a TED Talk in 2011, when someone breaks their arm, we rush to sign their cast. When someone is diagnosed with a mental illness, we run the other way. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or the NAMI, approximately 1 in 5 adults in the U.S. experiences mental illness in a given year. So if you are struggling with depression, anxiety, or any other kind of mental illness, you are not alone. Also, if you have a mental illness, it is not your fault. Some say that mental illnesses are caused by a stressful time in your life. It may show up during adolescence, may be genetic. But for whatever reason, even if it's unknown, it is not your fault. There are many famous people who have spoken out over the years and come out and said that they have some sort of mental illness. And celebrities, famous people, are normal people just like us. Recently, John Green, who is a best-selling author, recorded a video on his YouTube page, the Vlog Brothers, that he does with his brother. He did a video on there explaining a little bit about the mental illness that he struggles with. And that was very encouraging to me because it is the same kind of mental illness that I struggle from. Our stories may not be exactly alike, but it is very close to mine. So if you'd like to learn more about OCD, and especially like what's called the pure O form of OCD, I've linked the video down below so you can watch that. Also, I've linked below the site where I got most of those statistics from. Most of them focus on the United States, except for the one about depression, which focused on, it was a worldwide stat. I think the only way to prevent suicide is to come alongside people that have a mental illness, to support them, for society to get over this stigmatizing those who have a mental illness. It is not their fault. It doesn't mean they're necessarily crazy. Just like anybody who has cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, other physical ailments. It's similar in that they can't help it, and it's just something they have to deal with. As humans, we all have things that we struggle with, and for some it just happens to be a mental illness or some sort of mental ailment. So what we have to do is accept each other no matter what we're going through, no matter struggles, and we need to be more open as humans that nobody's perfect, and we really need to share what we're going through to know that, okay, you know, she's not perfect, he's not perfect, they're going through something, and so am I. So it's, you know, it's normal to have struggles, and sometimes it's just a mental disability or illness that some of us have to go through. I mean, 1 in 5 adults in the U.S., which might be higher, that's just the information that they found when they did found the information for the statistic in 2015. So there are a lot of us out here that struggle with mental illness. There are a lot of us out here that struggle with a mental illness. I personally take a medication. I've tried therapy in the past for a short time. It didn't really help all that much, but for some people therapy helps. For some people medicine helps. For some people both helps. But really having somebody that you can talk to about what you're going through, maybe not all the time, but in rough times, is important. And it's important that if you have somebody in your life that's struggling from a mental illness, that you support them and you don't run away from them or shun them because of what they're going through. They can't help it. They just need some love and some understanding and support so that they can continue to live, because sometimes it's hard when you have a mental illness. You might believe some of the lies that your brain is telling you, and for some people, their brain is telling them that life is not worth it, you should just kill yourself. So what you really need to do is show the person love and let them know that you will love them and support them no matter what they're going through. Because I'm tired of hearing of celebrities, young people and old people alike, who are losing the battle with their mental illness that makes them want to take their life. I mean, as a lot of humans may not admit it, but they have thought about suicide before. But we have got to stop the stigmatization of mental illness, because I'm tired of hearing of people taking their life when it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen. We as a society have to change our mindset and love and support those who are going through a mental illness, just as we would support somebody in our family or friends or acquaintances that are going through cancer or some other physical ailment or disease. It has to stop with you. It has to start with you and me, and it has to spread throughout the rest of the society. Okay, thanks for watching. I know this was a very serious video, but I appreciate you listening through the whole thing. If you'd like to hear and watch, if you'd like to watch another video like this, similar to this, hit like, or if you just enjoy it, hit like. And if you'd like to see more videos by me, hit the subscribe button below. It's the red button. Okay, I'd love to see you again soon. Okay, have a great day. Bye.